Facebook session. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mark Rogstad. I'm the Media Relations Director for the City of Saskatoon, and we're all gathered here again to give you another update on the snow cleaning efforts in the wake of this storm that hit us over the past weekend. Joining us again today are our Director of Roadways and Fleet Support, Goran Šerić, Pam Golden McLeod, who is the Director of Emergency Management Organization. We have our Fire Chief, Morgan Hockel, Deputy Police Chief, Randy Huseman, and our City Manager, Jeff Jorgensen. So without any further delay, I will turn it over to Mr. Šerić, who will give us an update on how the snow clearing is progressing.
Thanks, Mark. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for attending the news conference today. As Mark said, my name is Goran Šerić, Director of Roadways Fleet and Support Division at the City of Saskatoon. And part of my responsibilities includes overseeing our winter maintenance operations. So as you know, with the severe winter storm that hit our city over the last couple of days, we've been actively responding to the impacts of the severe winter storm that we received over the weekend. The storm hit us in two waves. The first wave resulted in accumulation of up to 15 centimeters. And then yesterday and throughout the night, we were hit with another wave of this storm that resulted in additional 15 to 20 centimeters of snow. So significant accumulation, which resulted in many challenges for our crews. The storm did result in impassable roads and large drift and ice, but the good news is that the progress is being made. And throughout the day today and over the last few days, our crews have been working continuously, and crews have opened up all of our highest priority streets, priority 1 roadways, which provide mobility across the city. And all of those priority 1 roads have at least one lane open, and a number of priority 1 roads have several lanes open. So again, examples of the highest priority streets are College Drive, Idlewild Drive, Circle Drive, 8th Street, 22nd Street, and also bridges and overpasses. In addition to priority 1 streets that have been completed today, we've completed about 40% of priority 2 roadways. They're also open, and again, it's not grading curb to curb, but it's providing a drivable path and restoring mobility across the city. Once again, we are putting everything that we have in terms of our resources and equipment into this storm, and we'll continue to do so today and into the coming days. We are focused on our priority system and access to emergency services, and that is the best strategy for addressing the effects of this storm. One thing that I want to clarify, we may have to return to some of these streets where we have restored mobility to complete curb-to-curb cleaning, but at the moment our focus is on opening up the entire priority system with at least one drivable lane. I would like to point out once again that staying off the road will help our crews expedite the remaining winter maintenance operations. And for residents, please avoid any unnecessary travel today, as the combination of freezing rain, snow accumulation, and high winds over the last few days have resulted in dangerous driving conditions. If travel is absolutely necessary, adjust for driving conditions and watch for snow removal crews. They're equipped with blue and amber flashing lights so they can be easily spotted. In addition to that, stay a safe distance behind and be prepared to stop quickly. More information on our process for snow clearing can be found at saskatoon.ca/snow. And with that, I'll now pass it over to Pamela Golden McLeod, Director of the city's Emergency Management Organization, to discuss the situation.
Great, thank you very much, Goran, and thank you for everyone for coming today. My name is Pam Golden McLeod. I'm the Director of Emergency Management for the City of Saskatoon, and I oversee the city's emergency preparedness operations. And that includes, of course, severe winter storms like we've just experienced. So we have entered the recovery phase of this operation, and this means that the major impact of the event is over, and we are moving on to restore normal operations throughout our city. Recovery is just as important as response and requires just as much collaboration and coordination. And sometimes recovery can take longer than the impact of the event, depending on the whole impact. We have just finished a meeting with our critical infrastructure partners to plan for continued coordination and collaboration in the recovery process. The decisions made by one critical infrastructure can impact another, and there can be a cascading impact. So as we move through the recovery process, we must work together as a municipality to ensure that our operational decisions support each other and that we're all informed of those decisions. Earlier today, we shared a Notify Now message to all residents of Saskatoon that are signed up for Notify Now or are in the white pages. This provided information in partnership with the Saskatchewan Health Authority, and it provided public safety information related to road condition and travel, the suspension of transit services, and information from the Saskatchewan Health Authority to not travel to non-urgent healthcare appointments and to contact the provider of that service. In addition, information from Saskatchewan Health Authority that Saskatoon hospitals remained open throughout this event. And I think that's one of the significant things from an emergency management resilience point of view, is this was a significant winter storm that we have not seen the likes of in a while. And yet all of our critical services, all of our emergency services remained operational. And that's through the hard work of everybody involved in the collaboration. And so I think that's a significant thing to keep in mind. We kept those hospitals open, we kept emergency services operating, we kept Saskatoon water safe. And so that was one of the goals in that we all worked together. So in speaking of working together, thank you for continuing to work with your family, friends, and neighbors to help shovel driveways and sidewalks, helping each other when someone's stuck in the snow, and being a resilient and kind community. And I think that is something that we're becoming known for more and more. Another reminder that if you do have to travel today, and again, we're hoping you won't, but please ensure you have warm clothes, a candle, a blanket, and a shovel with you. Ideally as well, travel with someone else in the vehicle with you. And if that person is outside of your close contact bubble, please wear a mask in your vehicle. Be sure to let someone know where you're going and when you're going to arrive. And you can always activate the GPS locator app on your smartphone so your assigned contacts can track you and they know when you've arrived safely. And as always, during an event like this, plan for delays in your commute. A more detailed list of emergency preparedness tips can be found at saskatoon.ca/snowstorm2020. And as always, you can subscribe to Notify Now on the City of Saskatoon website to receive public safety messages. So thank you very much. And I will turn it over to Mr. Jeff Jorgensen, our city manager now.
Sorry, Pam, I think we'll go to our Fire Chief, Morgan Honkle first, and then to Deputy Chief Huseman.
Thank you, Mark. Good afternoon to everyone. As Director Pamela Golden-McLeod spoke to, we are in the recovery phase, but the priority is safety. Safety is top of mind. And with that, we had an incident earlier today with elevated CO levels in a home. And so this is just a reminder for carbon monoxide safety. Check the venting on all gas-fired appliances to make sure they're not obstructed by any type of snowfall. Regular maintenance by a certified technician. Look at changing your filter if you haven't done that this fall in your furnace, and make sure your CO alarms are operational and they have new batteries. And please do not start or run vehicles inside your garage. Even with the overhead door open, please back them out. And just in terms of wellness for our community, keep this top of mind when you're shoveling for an extended period of time, making sure you're taking breaks, and also stay in contact with those close to you that are living alone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Chief. And we'll go to Deputy Police Chief Randy Huseman. Sorry, Deputy Chief, you're still muted.
Sorry about that. Good afternoon. Well, we started off our Tactical Operations Center, or the TOC, yesterday at the Saskatoon Police Service Headquarters building, along with partners Saskatoon Fire Department and Saskatoon Search and Rescue. We started it up at 8 in the morning, and it was very slow at the beginning, but that gave us lots of time for planning for the big snow event in the afternoon. During that time that the TOC was running, we attended 311 calls for the police service between 8 a.m. on the 8th and 1200 hours today. Of those 311 calls, we attended 131 through the Tactical Operations Center. The majority of those calls were for stranded motorists. Calls were attended to by police car or police SUVs, 4x4 trucks, UTV side-by-sides, and even snow machines. We attended to 12 collisions, and we had one missing person event report last night that took up significant resources from all three partners. The missing person was located safe this morning. The Saskatoon Police dismantled the TOC this afternoon at 1200 hours because of a lot of the snow clearing on the Category 1 roads, and the calls for stranded persons slowed to a crawl, and the service returning to a closer to regular policing. We can handle any of those other calls through our communications center at this time. The only real issues that we have left that we're facing are side streets. Our police SUVs, they're not able to maneuver some of the side streets. So we have our units parking on the end of the block and walking in. But we'd just like to thank the partners of Saskatoon Fire Department, Search and Rescue, and EMO for the opportunity to work together.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much, Deputy Chief. And now we will turn it over to our city manager, Mr. Jeff Jorgensen. Jeff, I think you're ready to go.
Okay, it doesn't look like it switched over, but okay, there we go. Great. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, and thank you to all the presenters this afternoon and all of the women and men working on Saskatoon's roads and emergency services and all of the essential services. And as Ms. Golden McLeod indicated, the vast majority of services the city provides have been uninterrupted. And what we're really focusing on here today are those changes, those interruptions that we're seeing as a result of the storm. So with respect to Saskatoon Transit remains suspended, but will resume as conditions allow. We expect that will be later this afternoon. We will keep citizens updated through the website and using the real-time transit app. So people are encouraged to keep their eye on the website and on the transit app if they have it. The customer service line has high call volumes now. So we're encouraging people to also use the transit, the real-time mobile app, or visit the City of Saskatoon website. Access transit services as well are suspended and will resume again once roads become accessible. Any Access Transit customers have been contacted, and any concerns can be phoned in at 306-975-3555. Garbage and recycling services for today are also suspended. So they will be rescheduled for Saturday. Garbage collection has been rescheduled for Saturday, November 14th. And the city will continue to monitor road conditions and inform residents if any future routes are impacted. The landfill did open this afternoon today and will close again at 5 o'clock this evening. If you're planning to visit the landfill, please ensure you bring assistance for unloading, just in case there's any unforeseen circumstances that you run into at the landfill. Leisure services are also affected. The Forestry Farm, Park and Zoo is closed. The city arenas are closed until at least 4 o'clock today, and those locations will be reevaluated again later today, and leisure centers will be closed for today. For arenas, please, again, check the city's website. We'll keep it updated. And as I said earlier, core services like power, water treatment, those core services remain unaffected, and staff available are on high alert for any changing circumstances due to the storm. But as was mentioned earlier, we are in full recovery mode and making forward progress every hour.